I have always believed that teaching the next generation of woodworker is vital to the overall health and well-being of this amazing trade. Because of that, the Imagination Woodshop has partnered with industrial tech teacher Mr. Adam Schmittendorf on a series of short safety videos specifically designed to help the beginning woodworker. Our hope is that this information can help you be both successful and safe as you begin your woodworking journey. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to the Spartan Wood and Metal Shop. Today we're going to talk about the lathe and its safe operation. This is one of the most enjoyable tools I find to use in the shop. For today's turn, we're going to look at a simple spindle. Now for the spindle, there's a few things you're going to need to do ahead of time. One, this one's already been turned. Just grab a student's old project. First, you need to mark an X to find center on each end of the spindle. If you notice, there's some dimples already here from where it was in our tailstock and our drive center. So with this, you want to make sure that you find center. Simply take a ruler and mark an X from each side. You'll note here that it has already been in the lathe and you see the dimple from the tailstock. To load it, we're going to push it into our drive center right where our X was before. Over here is our tailstock. Bring it over. I like to put my arm behind it. It helps bring it over just a little bit easier. Use my other hand to lock it in place. At this point, it's free to move, but we're not locked in. Go over to the other end. Double check that the tailstock drive is in this groove, if yours is set that way, and then begin turning. Don't crank on the handle. These have a tendency to break. Simply use both hands. This is oak. It's going to want to go in quite firmly. Now we're set to begin our safety procedures. First thing, grab a hold of your piece and your drive. Make sure that they are not moving independent of each other. They should turn as one piece. To adjust our tool rest, this handle here can move it forward in and out. This one loosens it in the banjo itself. Going to bring it close, but where it does not touch our workpiece. Spin it around, giving a full turn. We will worry about this end later. So we need now, before we can begin turning, to talk about some basic PPE. A full apron is preferred, along with closed-toed shoes, safety glasses, a dust mask is optional, our iron here is pretty good, as well as a full face shield. Yes, safety glasses and a full face shield is required for turning. Simply put it on. If it's loose, you can adjust it in the back with a quick turn, and you are now set, ready to turn. So with this firm grip on our tool, okay, with your dominant hand, lay your finger in the tool rest and the tool on the tool rest. Bring your thumb over. This is our proper way of turning for these type of tools. These are referred to as scrapers, often also called chisels. Our lathes happen to be a variable speed lathe, therefore we can adjust it. We're always going to start with the speed for safety purposes all the way down. Before we turn it on, give it one last spin, and then we're going to be ready to turn. Turn our lathe on and see if it's working at proper speed. We're roughing, so we're going to be at a lower speed for our turning. For this, we're going to do simple plunge cuts. Again, thumb firm down, firm grip, and slowly work it in. If you notice anything's loose, give it a quick tight, and you're set, ready to go. Again, work it slow as you work in the cuts. If you notice, as we are turning, our scraper, okay, and our gap are about the same. Over here, we begin getting too far away. This can cause an issue with the tool wanting to buck down and come out of our hand. What we need to do to finish this bevel here is adjust our tool rest. We should always be moving our tool rest as our spindle becomes smaller. Again, loosen it up, bring it over, and these can be angled. Nothing says it has to stay straight. Angle it and work it so that that distance is about the same. Before you lock it down, give it a turn. If you notice, I'm a little close there. I'm going to back it up just a little bit, lock it, give it a good turn. This point should be able to run your tool all the way along that bevel and finish out that rough edge. Whenever we're using the chuck, you'll notice that our tailstock is not in contact with our piece. With that, this is now can come out if it's improperly tightened, if it cracks or breaks along. And so these are one of our most dangerous in terms of turning styles that we can do. When working with the chuck, these jaws move in and out. If you notice, this one has a very, very thick rubber band around it. This is what I prefer for my students to use versus one without, just in case they open this up too much. These can come out, so always be aware, double check. Again, it's one more thing that these are in place or have a nice rubber band to where the only thing that could come loose is our workpiece and not these, well, big chunks of steel. I'd like to thank you again for joining us today. And remember, shop safety is everyone's safety. As you can see, you'll be working in close proximity with your other partners in the shop. So it's not only your safety, but their safety as well whenever we are turning on the lathe. Thank you for joining us.